Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our garage tour as we continue to look through all of the vehicles and machinery that is part of the premium expansion for Farming Simulator 22, releasing on November 14th. In this video, we're going to take a look at our cultivators, disc harrows, power harrows, and subsoilers that are included with the kit. But before that, this video is brought to you by Patrick Coinier and Schultz Modding. Thank you for being farm barons. If we go ahead and pull up the shop, go to mods and DLCs, and then premium expansion, we're going to find all of the pieces of equipment that we're going to take a look at here today. We have the Una Aries XL, $21,000 to buy. This shallow subsoiler, or should I say shallow disc harrow, is 3.1 ton weight, 150 horsepower requirement, 4.5 meter working width, and 11 mile per hour working speed. Fairly basic piece of equipment and fairly inexpensive at $21,000. Then we have the Farmet Softer 11 PS. This disc harrow is a bit bigger at 10.5 meters and 9.2 tons. It's going to require 330 horsepower to operate, and it's going to also work at 11 miles per hour. We do have choice of Trelleborg tires, BKT tires, and we can choose to add or subtract the license plate. Then we move up to the Farmet Phantom 1250 Pro, $102,000 to buy. This one, it is 12.3 meter working width. This standard cultivator is 14.4 tons, requires 550 horsepower to operate, and we will work it at 9 miles per hour, and it does have a choice of adding or removing the license plate alone. Then we move up to the Bennar K-Tor KN 8000Q Profi. This is a power harrow cultivator. It is going to work at 8 meter working speed, or 8 meter working width, 7 miles per hour working speed, 350 horsepower requirement, 5.7 ton weight. And then we have the Bennar CS5000 Combi unit. We saw this in the previous video about seeders. Well, it's going to be used here again this time, but this time it's going to be attached to a subsoiler, and it's going to have fertilizer inside of it as opposed to seed. This unit is $41,000 to buy, and it is simply a transport mechanism to transport the seed or fertilizer for the implement for which we are going to attach to the rear. 4.5 tons if you have the additional weights on the front, or you can take the weights off and it's only 3 tons at that point. It is Trelleborg tires or Michelin tires, Vertestein as well. And then we're going to attach it to the TerraLand TN 3000 HD7R Profi. This is a 3 meter subsoiler. It's going to require 250 horsepower to operate, 3.4 tons, and it's going to operate at 7 miles per hour. We have a choice of standard configuration, or as we're going to see it demonstrated here, with the fertilizer distribution unit added. And with that added, it's going to be a total cost of $26,000. So let's work with these from largest to smallest, I guess. Or should I say smallest to largest. Let's grab the Aries. We're working here on field 56. I have a parsnip harvested ground texture down at the current moment. This does fold for easy transport down the narrow roads. And when we do fold it up, we get this nice locking mechanism so it doesn't unfold. Really nice addition to seeing those things. Lower it down and off for 2 races. Now this is going to give us a stubble tillage ground texture. It is a shallow cultivator. And as we saw in our deep dive video, where we were planting, harvesting parsnips, red beets, and carrots, the cultivation texture will translate once you plant your crop, even though after you ridge the crop, this texture goes away. It's kind of an interesting deal. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we do get to that section of the garage door. Now let's jump over here to our Bednar combo system. This is going to be a subsoiler. And again, I have it connected with the fertilization unit. So we are going to be fertilizing while we are doing our groundwork. Turn it on. Drop it down. And off we go. Since this is a subsoiler, we are going to be dig up some stones in that process. There's some nice animations going on here as we move through the field. Let's connect up to our other Bednar unit. This is a power harrow. Whoa. Again, this does fold for easy transport. We do have nice locking clamps on the front here. I don't know if I can easily demonstrate how those locking clamps are working or not. Now they're kind of obscured from view. I'm going to turn it on, drop it down. And just like our first shallow cultivator disc harrow, this is a shallow cultivator as well. And as such, we are getting the stubble tillage ground texture. But pretty nice working with, given the cost and power requirement of this implement. Take a look at our first Farmet disc harrow. It again folds up for easy transport in multiple segments here. Softer 11. And again, we've got this nice retention bar that comes into place to lock it all in, so it doesn't, unfold in transport. This is also a disc harrow once again, so we're going to be getting the double tillage ground texture. We don't get any rocks as a result of this, but we are going to get, in the end, if we plant parsnips, red beets, or carrots, we have an interesting ground texture as a result. So there we have that one. Then we're going to have to bring out the big Fendt tractor for the final cultivator. So we are dragging through a whole lot of soil at this point. Remember, this one has 550 horsepower requirement. Folds up again, as all the others did. Just had it unfolded for demonstration. Well, hopefully we get really nice animations on the springs of the tines. And off we go. It's a little disappointing. I would like to have seen those tines bounce up and down on those springs. But we do have really nice particle effects. It's hard to be upset about those. And then this is more of a, once again, traditional cultivator. So it's going to be digging down into the soil a bit more. And as a result, we are going to be getting stones if we do have stones enabled. So guys, that is it for the garage tour, where we take a look at the various implements that is coming with the expansion that's going to allow us to do field work here on Sri Lanka or any other map for that case. Let me know your all's thoughts down in the comments below. Which one of these new cultivators, disc harrows or power harrows, are you going to be adding to your overall gameplay? And until next time, happy farming.